So I'm done with school and I'm gonna go crazy this summer. I have a lot of different things to do. I'm working a little job, but I'm gonna put a lot of time into the vestibule and making it as good as possible. So how am I gonna do that? There's a lot of little steps that are gonna go into it, but the big thing to incentivize group project work, networking, people meeting each other, getting some cool projects out there is gonna be a hackathon series. I'm gonna do, or try to do, I don't want to like invoke any hubris in the universe. Basically, a themed hackathon every week, starting like it's going to be like a 7-day long hackathon each time, starting next Monday, the 11th, and then there'll be like the window will be open until Sunday, at which point it'll be closed, and then the next hackathon, I guess, will start, or maybe we'll end it on Friday, judge during the weekend. Yeah, that makes more sense. 5 days, 2-day break. The reason they're kind of long windows is I was talking to this guy in my Discord, and he suggested this, which was pretty good. Like, in-person hackathons are very intense. They're very like drink Monster and whatever, and you stay up all night. But digital hackathons, like, you don't want to be just online 24/7, especially in the summer. So the themes are going to be like, some of them are not going to be insanely intense. They're going to be kind of smaller little projects. And you'll have time to like work on them on and off throughout the whole time period and kind of talk to people, just hang out in voice chat, talk about your projects, share ideas and whatnot. And it won't be like insanely intense unless you want to work 10 hours a day, then by all means. We're gonna have like towards the end of the summer some more intense hackathons. They're gonna have a lot of really cool prizes. I already have some pretty banger prizes in my opinion lined up for the first few. And also it's possible to get grant money from Google and other companies like that, which eventually I hope as the hackathon series becomes more popular and it's spread to more people, the prizes will be bigger and cooler. So yeah, if you know friends who you think you can team up with, and more people, the more the merrier, honestly. And yeah, there'll be both solo and team events. I want to encourage teams, really. And also to get people access to like mentorship and just more experience and stuff. I'm gonna try to have office hours from like the experienced developers that I'm friends with, like where you can kind of stop in during the hackathon and ask them about your project and get a code review and stuff. Oh, and to address the LLM elephant in the room, like apparently hackathons now are just people spamming agents at everything. And that's okay, but remember, I'm the original slop roaster, and I also like have a huge bias for, like, I hate things that are derivative and copies and I can see are low effort. So like, by all means, go ahead and use LLMs. I use LLMs all the time for little things. It's really nice, and a lot of the senior developers I know are doing it too now. But I'm gonna specifically create topics for the hackathons that are gonna be like, it won't really matter whether or not you use LLMs. And we might even have like later on like a trad code or like OG kind of one that discourages LLMs, but I don't know. So the point is, like, I'm gonna be creating the topics in such a way that it shouldn't matter whether or not you use them. I'm gonna be judging like creativity more than I'm gonna be judging like specific nitty-gritty execution, although we'll be judging that sometimes too. Okay, and then what else is going on? I'm gonna be much more active, just like helping people in the server connect to each other, helping people find professional connections, helping people learn the deep, endless wisdom of the world from talking to each other. I'm gonna like show that I really care about the community. It's not just like a Discord that's rotting in the background like a lot of creators have. Eventually also, because there was an outage yesterday and because Discord is rolling out digital ID verification soon, which is hella fucking creepy. We're living in a surveillance state now, essentially. We also have people looking into IRC matrix, all that stuff. If that's something you're interested in, I'll get you hooked up with those people and you can kind of talk about the logistics there. Because I want to have like the vestibule to be basically an umbrella community that like supports and gives resources and attention to tons of other little communities as well. So if you are a community owner or something like that and you want to talk about community dynamics and that kind of stuff as well, happy to have you. I'm also going to be running like basically daily stages, which I'll determine the time on, but I'm honestly not the type of person that has enough executive function to like commit to the same time every day. And so I'm gonna be probably just like winging it when I feel like it. I'll try to schedule in advance, but I don't know, around 5 p.m. EST onward, most likely for most of these things, but I don't know, whenever I feel like it. And those stages are gonna be a mix of different things. So I'm gonna be like doing Carlos calls them like paper Fridays, where you read like a technical paper when you get sick of coding. So there's going to be some paper reading probably with Eric or other more experienced developers for like people that want to go deep on technical stuff. Maybe do a couple of those a week, and then we're also going to have like a couple on behavior, and then maybe just like one or two that are just whatever, hanging out, chilling, random question asking, I don't know, just miscellaneous things. And then I'm going to try to get other like random experts on different topics to have little back and forth conversations and give stages on things, as we've done a couple of times. I also think like what my other plans are this summer is to like really help the lower internet out as much as I possibly can, help spread like the word of RSS and smaller matrix communities, and like the dark forest internet thing is very cool to me. I also like, I plan to help as many art people as I can. So if you're like a graphic designer, an artist, I know a few of them now, but I would always like to know more. I want to give those people like a chance to shine, because I really believe in art and its power, and I want to spread like cool artistic motifs all over the internet as well. And that's another hackathon topic. One of them might be like a hackathon that you have to pair with an artist, like a programmer and an artist duo, and you have to make something cool together. Also definitely gonna have a game jam or two, like definitely game themed ones with an unusual little theme. And yeah, I think, what else? There's also like, for other people that make like YouTube videos, content, I know there are a few of you, like forming kind of master playlists and groups of content creators who like can kind of share the underlying trends that they're observing on YouTube would be helpful as we like try to expand our influence and like as a collective, as the Vestibule. I think it should be really fun. I'm also going to be reading quite a lot. I want to like read some big books this summer. And improve my my intelligence, and also my abilities in operant conditioning and behavior, and just leadership in general as well. And I'm doing that mostly by reading Skinner, but there's going to be a lot of other books. Book clubs as well. Like I have this main one. It's been kind of a proof of concept, but I think it's good to have honestly like 2 or maybe even 3 concurrent books that you're reading, just so you don't ever get bored. And also like I want to push my reading abilities, improve my vocabulary, because it really helps the way that I think. I've found just reading Skinner has already been kind of remarkable for that. Like I haven't used the word lovelorn in ages, and I still haven't used it since reading that, but it reminded me of the word. And there are several other kind of unimpressive sounding anecdotes I could pull out, but I'm enjoying it. And yeah, I think other book clubs are soon in the making as well, for classic books like How to Read a Book, The Prince by Machiavelli, a couple other like, I don't know. We're gonna have like some discussions around them as well, because that's one of the best ways you can learn, is discussing the ideas with other people. And yeah, that's basically my plans for the summer. I think often like you will set kind of an expectation for how things will go. This is my experience, and then reality is so complicated and hard to anticipate that things will diverge in very unexpected ways. In fact, life has a way of just twisting and turning stuff on its head, and I've run into no shortage of setbacks and whatever through the time I've been doing this. So I have like no doubts that some unexpected stuff will come up, but you know, we'll get through it together. I don't know, it's going to be a very cool summer all around. I have an interesting job that I had to sign an NDA for. Behavior stuff is very interesting. It's going to be cool. And I'm going to try to spread that coolness and those access to interesting secrets to as many people as I possibly can, and just try to make the world a better place. Yeah, I'll catch you next time, and stay tuned for the announcement on Monday of the hackathon theme.